Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear audience, I would like to present my paper, School Principal Rules in Disruption Era. School principal occupy top-level management position at former school. Principal rules absolutely color school's input, process, output, and outcome variables at all. Low-competent teachers and graduates are still happening today in Indonesia. Among fast global changing in education, the schools seems catching up far behind so hard to adapt and adjust. They need to exit from their rigid and conservative school climate. They must think and do different. The vitality of school principal rules and fast global changing make the topic of how principals lead their school's adaptation and adjustment to survive in disruption era is interested to be researched. According to the National Ministry of Education No. 13 year 2007, school principal has 5 rules based on 5 competencies dimensions: good personality, manager, entrepreneur, supervisor, and social being. Are the desired school principal rules still relevant with today's disruption era? Is the research concerned on. The method used is descriptive analytic, describing desired school principal rules according to applied regulation and how it works. Then, analyze required school principal rules in today's disruption in related to a best practice at SMP Islam Cendekia Cianjur, Indonesia, the school which had proven improvements along 2018-2020 when the wave of disruption had been attacking education field massively. This study aims to describe school principal rules based on current applied regulation and how it runs, and to analyze how the required school principal rules in disruption era are. According to the National Ministry of Education No. 13 year 2007 about principal competency standard, principal is expected to have good personality, management, entrepreneurship, academic supervision, and social competencies. If we look carefully, there is no working speed point addressed on the Ministerial Regulation 1 that was established 13 years ago. On the contrary, working speed and accuracy are absolutely needed in disruption era. The second point, competency contents of each competency dimension looks worthy that may stimulate excessive pile of school documents. This might create an opinion that cupboards of documents are the main indicator of qualified school. In the other hand, document-oriented may become a serious trouble in disruption era in the context of school principal rules. A leader should focus on the essence of school development and progress. Documentation is only a part of the job. Disruption era is a time when chaos happens everywhere. Chaos means the raging of opportunities and challenges beyond conservative and closed thinker predictions. This is driven by the rapid advancement of information and communication technology that form millennial generation. They think and initiate out of the box, and also they are risk takers. What school need in disruption era then? Number 1, self-disruptions. School need to evaluate and re-examine whatever the school has determined or formed in the form of policies and school cultures, even reviewing what is considered fixed. It's neat because school educate different generation every year. Agility, according to the understanding of the update phenomenon. Misunderstanding is a premature and sad failure in disruption era. It's like losing a game without having a chance to play. Self-driving, Disruption era requires schools to become organizations that have the ability of self-driving. With the right understanding of the certain objects, organizations would capable to plan and implement something early on, correctly and quickly. So, the required principal rules in disruption era. Number 1 is a great leader. School needs a great leader, visionary, influencer, rapid, accurate leader, open-minded, great decision maker, who could be a school manager and public relator. A figure of principal who has the qualified communication skill. Moreover, capable to establish some kind of collaborations or partnerships as the acceleration to achieve the school goals. In a short sentence, school needs the role of engagement specialist from its leader. A great manager in planning, organizing, implementing, controlling, evaluating all operational activities of the school towards achieving school vision effectively. A great talent manager in developing school educators. In that condition, the development of students becomes highly possible. Principal should be a space maker, school manager who creates and serves the opportunities for all school activities to develop according to their respective talents. Thus, the school as a self-driving organization will be formed. And this is the capture of ideas of school principal rules in disruption era. School need principal who has roles as a leader, public relator, and manager, which the criteria visionary, influencer, high-speed and accuracy worker, open-minded, decision maker, engagement specialist, communicator, school manager, and talent manager. With this, school could be agility or could be self-driving organization who could do self-disruption and will reach its agility to face disruption era. Dear audience, as I told you before, and this is the conclusion, a principal occupies a strategic role in school development. The rules or regulations or current regulations in Indonesia about principal competency standard is not straight to the point, too wordy, and stimulate document piling. The speed of working will not get any attention, while in the disruption era, the agility and accuracy in work are mostly needed. So I mean the regulation need to be adjusted. Disruption is a time when opportunities and challenges flow out of the prediction of anyone who has a knowledge and close-minded mindset. The era of disruption demands self-disruption, agility, and self-driving. The required rules of principle, there is a qualified leaders who has managerial and public relation skills in advance. I think that's all. Thank you for your warm attention. See you in the other chance. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.